appreciate you pressing that play button, and welcome to another episode of
Fankinghaters,
your weekly fantasy show where we dish out hate on those fantasy players that mess up your DraftKings, FanDuel, or your personal fantasy lineup. It's a personal update, 1-8 still, Commissioner of my own league. So, you might not want to listen to anything I have to say. Sorry, I got that little hate on myself.
or even myself, because I keep losing these challenges.
Yes.
You know, big ups to Q. It was a hood classic. It went down to the wire all the way to the last play.
Okay.
It was a lot closer than what the score actually was due to that last little touchdown that Green Bay got in the last second. So, other than that, it was a good game. He picked Kamara, I picked Ingram, I picked the wrong Saints running back. Marvin Jones got me back in it. And the Lions defense just didn't pull it out for me. But,
all right.
You know, there's a charity. We have a little charity game going this week.
The charity game, is that what the rematch is?
Yeah, it's one for me to lick my wounds. I get to lick my wounds for that whooping I got last week.
Okay, well, Q Bizzle, thank you. We appreciate you stepping up to that gas pump. So, no weekly gas challenge this week. Who you hating on from last week?
Man, I gotta go with the muscle hamster, bro.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna combine the muscle hamster and McCoy. Together, they got me 3 points.
And secretly, we think there's somebody else on your roster. If you watch the show, there's a third person on his roster that should probably be a hate too, you know.
And if you can find out who that was and you comment on Twitter, I will personally make you a t-shirt and send it to you.
There you go.
All we need is people to follow, and maybe you get a shirt.
Hey, y'all, 28 of y'all.
Appreciate you.
But anyway, I'm hating on this week. I got to hate, you know, just like our round table, I got to hate on Ed Dixon.
Okay.
You know, somebody try to be smart and be funny and say it's more like Nostradamus, not Messiah. But what do you say to that?
Hey, it's daily fantasy. I don't say stick with the person all season. Using that week. Call it what you want.
Exactly. So, just Ed Dixon, I'm throwing out my hate. Who you hating on
If
this
I was
week?
you, I would add him to the list of don't play, because it's like 2 of the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, no, I just
He might
think...
have Greg Olsen his ass, bro.
Yeah, he might have to get removed from my all can't pick no more team. Who you hating on this week?
Aaron Jones, even though I know I had him going against Detroit defense, which was my defense.
Playing against yourself.
They shut him down. They shut down their offense, and it looked ugly for Aaron Jones, but everybody else did fairly all right. I was really surprised with Nick O'Leary.
Yeah, good fun fact you gave us, and a good pick after all.
He got 8 points. He had a fumble, would have got 9, but hey, I'll take the 8 points.
All right. Who you rolling out this week?
This week I'm going back to the king of tight ends. And if you don't know who that is, 28 of you do. If the rest don't, go watch the show. Josh McCown.
King of tight ends.
King of tight ends. He's going to be my starting quarterback this week.
Okay.
Going against the 27th ranked Tampa Bay Bucks. They have no quarterback. That's going to lead into the defense. The whole team's going to be kind of shooken up.
Yeah,
They are playing them at home, at Tampa Bay's home.
but he's been hot. He's been a top 10 fantasy quarterback.
But
That's
the
hot.
one thing that you can say is it doesn't matter who the quarterback is, the defense has been horrible in order for it to be ranked 27. So Fitzpatrick hasn't got a chance to play a full game. He might be able to change the game, making smart decisions to win some, but the defense is not good.
All right.
As my running back, Old Faithful, Carlos Hyde.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's consistently putting up points for
Going
you.
against New York. They're at home.
But you got, especially with Garcon having that neck injury,
Yeah,
there's
they're going to
nobody
have to lean on
else.
somebody.
There's nobody else that you can even say that's on that roster that has.
You think Jimmy G plays this week? What's the word out on that?
Who would be the point?
That's a tough.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the point if they don't have a chance?
All right.
Right. I got Lamar Miller as my second running back.
I think that might be a hate. Lamar Miller might
Going
be
against
a
the
hate.
Rams. They're ranked.
You know what?
31st.
Lamar Miller is that running back that everybody forgets about.
Right.
But
Yeah.
quiet as kept, he's probably got double digits in fantasy wise, like every week, just because he is a
Close to
receiver, because he gets a few screens.
I just think he's just too up and down for me, and I think that's going to be a down game for him.
Okay.
Just hate.
I'm going back with Robbie Anderson. He
I like
the
that
receiver
play.
for
That's
the
another
Jets.
Messiah prophecy.
He's the new star.
A little double dip.
Yeah, a little double dip.
And then I got, going back, like I said, beginning of the year.
If you watch the show,
If you
know.
watch the show, one of my top flex slots would be Mohamed Sanu.
Went back to him.
Yes.
I like that
I went
play.
back to him. He's not my flex, but he's one of them people that's just so. I don't even know what to say. Like how to say it. Yeah, he's just there. I got Adam Thielen as my last receiver.
Half of the best receiving duo in the NFL.
Right. They are, them two together, monsters. Thielen by himself, still a beast. He's going to get all the points. I'm double dipping with Rudolph as my tight end.
Okay.
I think they're going against Washington. Somebody has to come. Both their corners are all right.
Yeah.
They got that one.
Joshua Norman.
Breeland.
Breeland plays good.
Breeland plays good. Josh
okay.
Norman just came back.
Okay.
I didn't think he was too impressive last week.
Okay.
So there's three. That's three main targets. Who you gonna pick?
Well, Rudolph. The good thing about Rudolph is that Swearinger is a hitter. He doesn't cover anybody, so he's a good.
And Rudolph is a great route runner.
Yeah.
So that might be a good play. I like that play.
And then I'm going with my second double dip of my lineup as my flex. I'm going Kamara.
Okay. I like
Him
that play.
and Ingram, like you said last week, or just a minute ago, but last week, I think they're the best duo running back in the league.
Okay.
They switch off.
Saints have been surprisingly.
They switch off like what happened to you last week. You know what I mean? It was the Ingram show.
So now you think it's Kamara's show?
I think they'll.
No, it was a Kamara show last week.
So you think it's going to be the Ingram show?
Oh, I think it's going to be Kamara.
Okay.
But they go back and forth, but then there's sometimes they both split 20 points a game.
True.
So you don't know what you're going to get, but I'm taking it.
Okay.
He's getting that pass catches, and that's what I need.
All right.
And then, like I said, I'm double dipping with the Saints defense. Like this guy said.
Messiah Prophecy,
Hey,
I've
I
been
tried
talking
to
about the
say it,
Saints
man.
defense. They've been hot.
Ryan is out. I told y'all, man, at the beginning of the season. It was a little rough at first, but they came around.
Hey.
I picked him up a few times. I picked him up in my fantasy league.
Personal fantasy, right?
Yeah, they got me 20 points last week. So.
Okay, there you go. For my lineup, I'm rolling out Eli Manning at quarterback. If he can't get it together against San Francisco, if not now, when?
He can't get it together. He's about to be out of there.
I'm gonna say
both of them.
I'm gonna say a
Coach
hate.
and QB.
I'm gonna say a hate just because it's not Eli. That whole team is in shambles right
Yeah,
now.
that's true.
Isn't it one of the games they lost like all the offensive line?
It's a lot of turmoil in the locker room. The coaches lost the team.
I just think they're playing San Francisco. He's done had 2 touchdowns in 3 of the past, 5 games. I just think he gets to them. And he's cheap, so I could go big elsewhere. That's mainly what that play was. I went with Jordan Howard. He get 28 touches. He's Chicago's workhorse. Even though you heard about Tyreek Cohen at the beginning of the year, Jordan Howard is still their main guy, whether they're winning or losing. So I went with him. Then as the Ezekiel turns, I went with Alfred Morris. If Zeke's not playing, I think he just wants to show that he still can be a top running back. And behind that line, different running style than Zeke, and I think he just gets it done.
A lot of people forget, though, man, Alfred Morris, I don't know why everybody thinks he's old. He's young.
Yeah, exactly.
He was just a rookie a few years ago.
If he wasn't with Cowboys, he'd be starter.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like that play. When with Kelvin Benjamin, I think T-Mobile wants to play with his new toy.
Okay.
I believe in Juju Smith-Schuster and his bike, and I think he's riding that bike in the end zone on Indianapolis. Robert Woods, you would think Sammy Watkins is the Rams' deep threat, but it's actually Woods, and they're playing Houston. Houston's defense not what it was. They give up deep passes. And then I double dip with a Giants' best receiver right now, who's their tight end, Evan Ingram. He's caught 3 touchdowns, I think, in 3 straight games as well. And then I went with the workhorse Fournette, another workhorse, went with the workhorse lineup. And then believe it or not, for my defense, I'm going with the New York mess, as I call them. The Jets against Tampa Bay. I think Fitzpatrick tries too hard to prove something to the Jets, and I think they get him. So
I'm going to call that hate. I'm just basing that off of my personal lineup because I had to pick up Fitzpatrick because Wentz is on the bye.
I understand that hate.
But other than that, as long as he gets me 15, we're good.
All right, Messiah, who you rolling out?
Well, since they want to talk about it, I'm going with Fitzpatrick.
So I think that's going to be a hate.
I don't think he's going to play out of his element. I think he knows who he is and what he is. If he's one thing that I will guarantee, Fitzpatrick will give me 4 to 5 points in just running the ball.
Okay, you think he's gonna scramble?
He always does.
Okay.
If there's nothing open, he will take off.
Okay, all right.
My running back I also went with Jordan Howard. I went with Jordan Howard for the simple fact that Green Bay's defense is weak.
They ain't got that bad man to slow other teams down.
Ranked, what, like 20-something?
Yeah, 29th. They do 29th to running backs, but also they made Detroit running backs actually look halfway decent.
That's true.
They could have held on to the ball last week.
That's true.
I went with Matt Forte being out. You know, Matt Forte looked good a couple times, but then he had to settle down. I went with Blau Powell.
One of my favorite Neil.
I also went with Calvin Benjamin. I know it's against the Saints, but I just know this with him.
I was gonna tell you on this one, but you kept going. But that's a hate.
You think this not enough time in the offense? Is that what you're feeling?
Yeah,
or what?
I'm feeling. I left him on my personal bench, so I don't know.
I don't really think when you think about it, there's not really much that he has to learn in the offense. It's a passing tree. He just needs to be getting the routes, but he has been in the conference with the Saints for the last few years. He knows them better than anything else.
Right.
So he's already played them once or twice already this year. So he knows who he has matchups against. He could go ahead and talk with Taylor,
T-Mobile.
to go ahead and let them know what the week.
I think that's going to be a good play. I think he tries to get him the ball up.
Because of what my man did for me last week, I'm going with Marvin Jones again.
Detroit Jones.
It's tough for him to do that double back-to-back.
They're going against Cleveland.
There you go.
I'm going with. They're playing at home, and right now Detroit is not a team to be slept on. They're a good team. I also went with Adam Thielen. I think that he's going to get his with
half
Washington.
of the best receiving duo. Him and
I also went Rudolph at tight end just because I feel like with Thielen and Rudolph is going to be between those two. I think Stephen Diggs is not going to have a good game.
Just a decoy with
and then injury. At my flex, I went with the dude that's been on vacation, even though he had an injury, but then he got suspended last week.
2 weeks vacation.
I went with Fournette. I think he's fresh, and right now he smashed everybody else that he's played, so why not go against the
you think Coughlin pulled a Popovich, kind of try to do some Spurs type stuff and just rest him? Try to have him down the road for the playoffs. Do they do that kind of stuff in the NFL?
I don't think it really makes a difference. You know, violation of rules. You got to go ahead and you know, Coughlin is a straight up type guy. That's just that's been his nature. He's not going to let just because you're good. He's not going to let you just do whatever you want to do.
That's good coaching.
Hey, the piper, bro.
And at my defense, I went with the Detroit Lions. I've been going with. I said it a few weeks ago.
Messiah prophecy.
Really,
y'all know. We just ain't talking.
And really, with my defenses, it's been real simple. Lions, Ravens, Eagles, Saints, and they're all priced right. And I think those I've been just using them,
especially in tournament play.
Yeah, and Jacksonville. So you know, you can kind of move. I use those guys. I don't really worry about too many other defenses right now. Chicago's another sleeper that you can slide in there for cheap and get.
Especially this week. If you catch us before we go.
That's my line.
The game's live. As always, thank you for pressing play. You can follow us on Twitter at Fankinghaters. What's that IG?
Instagram at Fankinghaters.
How for they go on?
Hey, another sleeper.
You?
Miami, Kenyon Drake. Boy, watch out for him.
Melodic prophecy.